Oh, good. I'm live, I think. Hey, good evening, everyone. It's Sunday night, 8 o'clock. Today is my third Facebook Live, so I wanted to get get my weekly goal of minimum three Facebook Live done. Sorry, I'm actually setting my phone up on the side so I could actually see comments. Let's see if I could do this one too. It's a little tricky trying to get all organized. Okay, so tonight I'm really excited about talk about this today because tonight I want to talk about um, three things I am giving up, because I wouldn't say I completed it, but three things I'm giving up as I am going through my BFGP, big fucking growth phase. So many of you know that I'm going through some spiritual growth period, really working on my personal development, really changing the way I'm really showing up in my business to grow my business. Hey, Manjiri. Um, so, so as I'm going through this period, it's just been really a time of a shift and trying trial and error and trying being vulnerable and trying new things. And I really appreciate all of you guys really staying in this journey with me, watching me and supporting me. So I really, really appreciate it because I'm just kind of sharing my journey as I go. I haven't really figured everything out. So it's really great opportunity for me to be completely authentic and just be on this thing and have you guys like supporting me, watching me, and being with me. Hey, Jeannie. So three things I am giving up as I'm going through this growth. Number one, I am giving up thong underwear because let me tell you, I feel like I feel like all most of my 20s and all of my 30s, I spent all those time always worrying about visible panty line. I always felt like, is it showing? Is it bunching? Is it, I mean, because, there's this, I don't know if you guys know, but there's so many things around, oh, like visible panty line is such a bad fashion thing. And I get it. Okay, I get it. So, because I was a kid of 90s and early 2000s. So I feel like my 20s and 30s, I spent way too much time wearing thongs and being uncomfortable. So I've decided at 41, I said, no more. I'm not doing that anymore. So give me some hearts if you guys agree or don't agree. But hey, okay, disclaimer is this is all my personal opinion. I'm not judging anyone for agreeing with me or not agreeing with me. But honestly, guys, when I really think about those time, I'm like, damn, that's like 20 years. I'm 41 years old and I spent 20 years worrying about visible panty line and um, being uncomfortable. Like, should I pick it? Can I pick it? Like, can I pick at it right now or can I not use it? So the moment I decided no more. Yes, I teach fitness classes. Yes, I wear yoga pants. Yes, I have to be somewhere that we're looking nice, but I said, fuck it, I'm not doing it anymore. That was like one of the most liberating thing I did. So I said, no more. You know what? I mean, if you guys are thinking about it, maybe you won't go like all in 100%, but start because I'm like, who cares if it's people who are judging me and who I am and what kind of person I am based on whether my panty line is showing or not. I don't want to be friends with you anymore. So that was the realization that as I got more grounded, as I got really more comfortable with who my true self is and what kind of person I want to be and what kind of people that I want to hang out with, it just realized, why am I spending all this time being uncomfortable wearing underwear that's not comfortable? So that's the first thing I'm giving up. And then it realized once your underwear is comfortable, and this is what one of my client Michelle always told me, but once your underwear is comfortable, you are so much more happy person. The days are better. So that's my so number one. So it's the second thing. Second thing I'm giving up is trying to be the best. it was, you know, where most of us are really high performing women. So especially the area that we're really good at or we're really passionate about, I felt like I spent a lot of time trying to be the best. Most recently, some example, like I wanted to be the best body pump instructor. You know, I wanted to be the best fitness trainer. You know, I wanted to be associated with running the best the best fitness studio. So I took it as, you know, I'm a high performer. I want to be the best version of everything I can be. There's nothing wrong with going for the best and striving for the best. And what I noticed about that as I'm going through this period is, you know, focusing on being the best is, I guess, good when you're trying to improve your performance. But once you're kind of at a certain level of high performance, it's like trying to be best. I was constantly looking for areas that I was not good enough. Like, where can I improve? Where am I not measuring up to? Who's doing it better than me? How can I improve? So I felt like, I'm just actually looking at some comments here. Who's doing it better than me? How can I improve? So, oh, sorry guys, I don't want to have a double surround sound. So anyway, so once I realized, you know, trying to be the best is actually not making me happy. It's actually stressing me out, making me feel less about who I am and how good I am. So I decided, you know, no more trying to be the best. And you know, you hear, oh, I'm not a competitive person. I'm just competitive with myself. That's even worse sometimes, you know, when you're competitive with yourself and then you're like, you're constantly judging yourself, constantly trying to see what areas that you're not good enough that you have to improve to be the best. And you know what? Like the best based on who? Like who's saying you're the best? Because I remember being like fitness trainer instructor and like let's say Jeannie comes up and say, Sia, you're the best body combat instructor, you're the best, I love your class. And I'll feel like, oh my god, I'm like, she thinks I'm the best. And then the next day like Kay will come along and say, oh my god, I love so and so Susan's class, she's the best. And all of a sudden I'll be like, oh, I'm not best anymore. I mean, it's just like best according to who? I just felt like it was just no longer serving me to the greater good. It wasn't making me happy. It wasn't really making me improve. And instead, I want to start focusing on if I could release that attention and focus and trying to be best, that space that I create, the freedom I create to be where I am and just be in the moment. Like I could be better teammate, you know, I could be a better participant. You know, if I could just stop constantly judging and measuring and striving and just be in the moment, I feel like I could actually be a better person. So I'm just gonna check through it. I feel like there's a, yep, so perfection, Kay says perfectionism bring us down. Yeah, you know, I feel like the school of thought was perfectionism is the way to high performance. It's the way to winning, but I think that's false. I think that's the matrix. It's matrix is making us believe that, but that's not real. That's not true. So the third thing, I have some notes, so that's what I'm looking at. The third thing, which is the hardest one for me, but I'm really excited about, and I'm really working through this, is that third thing I'm going to give up is seeking approval from those I care about. So, you know, I may come across as somebody who's totally self-confident and, you know, make a really quick decision maker, someone who's very grounded to know what she's doing. But I am a people pleaser. It's important for me to be loved and accepted and get approval from those that I care about, especially those that I care about, my husband, you know, my sister, some of my close friends, you guys. So I was noticing that I'll be constantly editing or planning how I'm going to show up when I talk about what I do, or these type of Facebook Live, or how I'm going to show up. You know, it's almost like, ooh, if I say it this way, it might offend some people, so I should say it differently. Maybe I shouldn't talk about this topic because it may offend someone. Maybe I shouldn't address, maybe I shouldn't highlight this part of my qualification because that might make other people feel less than. So I was constantly trying to anticipate what's the most accepted way or most acceptable way that I could show up. So I may be showing up as this is how I think and this is how I believe in, but I noticed before I show up as if that's my own thought, I was going through all this process of like, is this going to be good enough for them? Is it going to be good enough for the people? And once I realized that, I realized this, I'm not really being 100% authentically true self. And it is exhausting too. Like, why, why do I, so I'm like people pleasing in all this stealth, sneaky way. And that didn't feel good to me either. And, sometimes when you're going through that, it really stresses you out because you don't know what they're going to think. And you're always anticipating, oh, is this going to be good enough? And like prejudging and pre-planning. So then I'll start resenting, like, I wish people were more open-minded. I wish so-and-so wouldn't be so, so uptight about this that I have to worry about this. Like, I'm being resentful to people who are not even, like, it's all in my head, right? So I was kind of getting stressed out and resentful toward people that I care about because I was putting that stress on me to be like, ooh, I need to be really accepted. So what if I just showed up in full? Like, what if I just, like, go all in, right? Just go all in and say, this is what it is. Like, talking about thong underwear. If I wanted to talk about it, if I talked about it. And so what if my loved one, my sister, my husband, or my best friends think, ooh, that wasn't just so great. Like, is that the end of the world? Isn't it better for me to be 100% authentic than worrying about those seeking approval from those that I love? And isn't that giving them an opportunity to start being more tolerant and start being more less conditional about other people's opinion and acceptance? And if they are truly those who love me, they'll choose to still tolerate me and accept me and support me. So those are the 3 things that I wanted to share with you that I'm letting go. And I'm not going to say I arrived there, but it's something that I'm constantly working on. I'm working on journaling, meditating on it, catching myself when I'm doing it, and like just do a little small practices, getting out of comfort zone to try. So those are the 3. I don't know if I'm still getting comments. Everybody like, Manjari, I hear you, perfection thing is stressful and takes a toll. Yeah, like why do we do that? And oh my god, Lee Unro joined. So Sunday night. Hey Lee. So those are the 3 things I'm letting go. So I hope you guys resonated. If I missed any comment, I'll comment back about it. You guys can watch the replay. Just quick announcement on something that I'm working on. Hi Rose. Hey Lee. Well, I'll pull cards for you because I know you guys. So I'm gonna close down with pulling some cards. But quick announcement that I'll be in a couple of weeks or maybe in 10 days. I'll be launching a 5-day challenge to bring more flow into our day-to-day. So just to help us kind of get more connected to these type of things that's coming around. We all know meditation is helpful for us. Spirituality is great. Being grounded is great, but it's hard to just kind of start the habit right away. So my goal is start a 5-day challenge. And it's free challenge. You guys can sign up, and then we'll just work on one area of being in more flow state and being more intuitively connected to our heart. It's a little task every day, and support each other with that. So that's what I'm working on. So I'm just giving you guys heads up. Hey, Ava. Ava is here too. All right. So everybody's here. Well, not everybody, but a lot of my great friends are here. So I'll pull some cards for you guys, and then not all of, I'll just pull for the group, and then I'll call it a night. I think I've been online for like 15 minutes. So to summarize, for those of you who just joined, I'm giving up thong underwears. Number 2, I'm giving up trying to be the best. And then number 3, I'm giving up seeking approval from external people, like seeking approval from those that I care about. All right, so I'm actually pulling cards for those of us who are online right now watching this live, and those who will be watching replay. So I'm going to pull a card for general guidance moving forward for our new week. Hold on, it's coming. Okay, this card. So I pulled, this is like, guys, the pictures are little NC-17 on these cards, but it's all ladies here. So I pulled Conscious Connection. Conscious Connection is actually a card about deepening the relationship with those you're already in relationship with. More heart-to-heart opening and conversation and communication to deepen the relationship. So the people we work with or friends that we have, if we have any walls or limitation on how we communicate, this card is saying that we should actually just take down the wall and really make intention to be really heart to heart, deeper connection with people, and that's going to bring us to a happier place, more productive place, more in aligned space. So that's a card for you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this live broadcast. Feel free to comment on it. Let me know what you guys are giving up or what you guys are hoping to give up or trying to give up as you're going through your own growth or your own journey of life. So if you have anything else that you want to add, please comment and then we could interact. So I'll talk to you guys later. Good night.